Today we are going to work with similar and congruent plane figures and symmetry. You need your workbook page 253 and a pencil. All right, so let's focus at the top of the page. We're going to look and see what similar means, because everything in this peach box is what we are going to be learning today. Now, plane figures, remember, are flat figures. Like if you were to draw a circle on a piece of paper, you cut it out, it's flat. Okay, so we're going to look here at similar plane figures. And if you look here, these figures have the same shape, the same color, but they're different sizes, and that's okay. That just means they're similar. Like you might have somebody tell you that you look similar to another family member. You don't look exactly like them with the same exact height, but they can tell that you're of the same family. Similar means it's close. So you have the same shape, same color, but different size. Congruent means equal. That means everything about it is the same. It is absolutely equal. So if you look here, you have the same shape, the same color, and the same size. Now they can be turned different directions, but they have to be exactly the same size, shape, and in this case, color. Then we have the word symmetrical, and you know that from before, and that just means that you cut it, and if you were to fold it on that cut, it would be exactly identical on both sides, like a mirror image. Okay, so both parts would look the same. All right, I have to get this smaller, and it's not going smaller for me. Okay, here we go. Yay. So let's take a look at number 1. We're going to write the words similar or congruent to best describe the pair. All right, so let's take a look at number 1. Look at those 2 circles. Similar means the same shape, but not necessarily the same size. Congruent means the same shape and the same size. So what is the answer to number 1? If you said congruent, you are correct. So the word is in the directions right there. Okay, so let's write that. Congruent. Let's look at number 2. They are the same shape, different sizes. Would they be similar or congruent? Similar. All right, you pause and do 3 and 4, and then unpause and check your answers. All right, so for number 3, you should have similar, and number 4, congruent. Okay, number 5, you're going to circle each figure that shows a line of symmetry. So what that means is if you were to fold that shape on the dotted line, it would be exactly the same on both sides, like a mirror image. So looking at this first shape, if we were to fold that, that looks completely different on this side than this side. So no, that's not showing a line of symmetry. But this one is, because if we were to fold that over on the dotted line, it would be exactly laying on top perfectly to match. Okay, you pick the next one. Which one do you think? Did you say the house? No. If you said the oval, you are correct. All right. Now for 6, 7, 8, and 9. And be careful because that's just this square right here. 6, 7, 8, and 9. You're going to trace one of those lines that shows symmetry. There's multiple lines on each figure, but just trace the line of symmetry. And then 10, 11, 12, and 13, you need to draw the line of symmetry. Remember, it has to match. So if you were to fold it over, it would be exactly the same on both sides. All right, pause the video, you do that, and then check your answers. Okay, check your answers. All right, so if you look at the figures where I drew the red lines, you can see if you were to fold it over, it would be exact. Now, where it can get a little tricky is number 11, the violin. Let me erase what my answer is over here because I want to show you something. What if you cut it here? Is this the same as this side? No. So it has to be cut this way or folded. Your line of symmetry would go lengthwise. Now 13, you could do it. You could do it like I have it, across lengthwise, or your line of symmetry could be this way. Either way. All right, so turn the page over. You're going to do the back of this page. For numbers 1 through 6, you're going to write if the shapes are similar or congruent. Remember, congruent means absolutely the same. That means the same size and the same shape. Otherwise, it's similar. Number 7, you're going to circle each figure that shows a line of symmetry. They already draw the line on there for you. You just have to say which one is true by circling it. And then you have a review at the bottom, a division review. Now, I need to remind you for numbers 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18, when you have long division, which is whenever it's, well, let's just take a look at number 14. Okay. They have 7 goes into 14, or you could say 14 divided by 7. What you do is you say, does 7 go into 1? No. So what I would like you to do is put a 0 there as a placeholder. And then you move over to the 4. You say 7 goes into 14 2 times. So then you can say minus 14 is 0. Or you don't even have to do that bottom part. You already know that it's 2. But it's really important that your answer goes over the correct place value. Because some of you, I see, are still putting your answer in the ones place here. So basically what you're telling me is 7 times 2 is 1. And that's not right. It has to be all of 14. So this 2 has to go here. Okay. So just try to be careful with that when you're placing your answers on there. All right, so again, you need to do the back of this page, page 254, and the first page of your homework reviews, page 251, and then turn those in. All right, thank you. Talk to you later.